Alright everybody, let's continue from here on. I was just simply going through the passport, and right now I'm just simply gonna be continuing with that. And let's simply go through it. I will be giving just 1 more hour to this particular thing. I hope within 1 hour it will be done and all. In between I just got some important work, something important. Because of that thing I had to just stop it. But never mind, let's continue. It's gonna be a timer of 1 hour. And right now I'm just simply gonna be following the passport documentation, and we'll be just simply going ahead with the things. So passport, that's actually gonna be passport.js. Just a sec, something in my mouth. Okay, that's gone out. Okay, let me make sure that I'm live and all. I haven't even checked this thing out right now. I just simply turned started the stream. But even before that, let's go through which thing. We watch strategies, the features, strategic responses, documentation. And let's click on this. I hope it's gonna be working fine. And then after that, username, password, sign in with Google, Facebook, Magic Link, or authentication. I don't know, something seems to be in my room, in my mouth, but can't really guess what that is. Alrighty, by the way, let's continue. Just a sec, give me a moment. Let me fix the things and then I'll start. Alrighty, almost everything's clear right now. So username and password, I had to just simply go with this. I'll try to make it as quick as possible so that it doesn't take a lot of time. Having said that, I need to have good internet connectivity for that. Okay, it should be a little out. Come on, yeah. Last time, let's see what's gonna be happening right now. I hope it will be fixed automatically if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is almost done. So I should be good to go. And let's continue from here on. So introduction is gonna be here, that is already done. Add a sign in page, that section is also done, so I don't need to worry about it. This much we already went through just earlier. Then verify username and password. Install passport, even this thing we got done. And this is mainly used for what is this used? The built-in crypto module app database require ID. Add the following code in line number 7, local strategy and all. Okay, fine. So things are getting done this way. This is gonna be local strategy function, verify username and password. So whenever we log in, at that time this will be used automatically. So this is again a middleware that will be used whenever I log in. So it will directly get the username and password. And that's it, because as soon as I just call a method, there is a method called authenticate type something. So as soon as I call that particular method, this particular hook will be called, and the user will be checked whether the user is logged in or not. As simple as that. And then this is the method that I was talking about. So as soon as I call passport.authenticate local, this particular method is called, the user is checked whether the user is logged in or not. And what's wrong with this? Why am I not sending any data over there? I hope I do have a proper internet connectivity. So why is this not being connected? Okay, okay, audible and clear. Okay, now what is the next thing that I have to do? Inside my routes, auth.js, this is the strategy that I have. This will be used automatically as soon as I try to authenticate the user. So the username and password that I actually get, that will automatically be redirected to this particular one. That's fine. Is there anything that I'm missing? Nothing else. Let's click on go to the next thing. Establish a session. This time I have to establish a session. In the previous section, you configured password and added a router to authenticate a username and password. In this section, you will establish a login session which will maintain the user's authenticated state as they navigate the app. In order to establish a login session, the app needs the session support. Install Express session, that's fine. And connect SQLite 3. Okay, these two things I need over here, so I have to just simply install them. So first of all, Express session, and second thing is this, connect SQLite 3. That is something that I'm using over here. So first one is gonna be npm install Express session, just like this. Not only that, SQLite 3, that is something that I have to install. So npm install SQLite 3. I think this is the one. Just check that thing again. Connector SQLite 3, that we will be using for connecting it. So connector SQLite 3, just like this, run it. And there's a error, so let's simply copy this thing from here, SQLite 3, that should be right, but never mind. Okay, so npm install, just paste it here, connect SQLite 3, run it, and it should be done right now. Okay, so that has also been installed. After that, I need my passport. I already had the passport. I need my express session, and require connect SQL and session. So this particular store, ultimately I need a store, so this store is gonna be coming from connect SQLite 3. So from there I will just get my store. Once I got my store, then I will be getting the other things done. Having said that, connect, this is not bad. Let's simply copy it, Control C, and simply go to the app.js, and inside the app.js, I think I have to get it done over there only. So in open app.js and just do this particular thing, fine. So inside this, I have to just get this thing pasted over here. Then I got my SQLite store. Once I got my store, what is the next thing that I have to do? The next thing that I have to do, first of all, I have to use a session. So session secret is gonna be keyboard cat save initialize here, no new SQL db session db, and dir is gonna be where db. So ultimately what is happening over here, that first of all you are configuring the session. So you have the keyboard cat receive initialized store is gonna be equals to new SQL store that I have, and I'm providing the db over here. So sessions.db and dir gonna be where db, and I think I have my db over here. So where db is something that okay, let's do one thing. Just after this, add the following code at line number 29 after express static, and add session support for the app and all. Okay, so ultimately what am I doing? Well, first of all creating a middleware for the session. Once that is clear, then creating a middleware for authenticating the session and all. Again, if I want to understand them well, I'll have to go through the code and like a proper course, but never mind, I will be getting that soon. Just after static, this particular thing, I have to just paste it over here. Let's see at the end if it's gonna work or not. And once this thing is done, finally configure passport to persist user information in the login session. I have to serialize and deserialize at line number 22. I have to just simply add this. So at line number 22, auth.js, I have to serialize the data and all. So auth.js is gonna be this, line number 22. This is gonna be this. Let's simply paste it over here, just like this. So I'm serializing the data and I'm deserializing the data, and that is actually inside the function itself. Crazy. So inside the particular passport use, I'm doing this thing. I'm serializing and deserializing. Crazy. User callback, and then I'm simply returning the callback from here. That's fine. And sign in. You are sign in. Go ahead and sign out. Okay. Just one more thing. Log out. In for that particular thing, let's even check whether it is working or not. So npm run dev. Not npm run dev, I'm just gonna be running npm start only. Turns out I got the error. Okay, session passport.authenticator session. Passport is not defined. Where is passport not defined? In app.js. Fine, let's check that thing out. I have passport over here. Do I have in here? Okay, I'm not getting, I do not have passport, so I will have to like import that. So where passport, again where is, I'm simply using where over here because where is used in the documentation, just because of that. Otherwise this is not even required for that. So I just need to get this passport thing from here. That should be enough for me. Let's simply paste it, and if I try to write again npm start, it should be able to just simply start it. Okay, let's check this thing out. Let's go to the login page. So localhost 3000 /login, that should be actually just let's sign in right now. So this is gonna be this. First of all, let me make it the dark mode. So just like this, I need to enter my username and password. The password can actually be anything. Let's name it password 123. Yeah, known as this is Ubuntu actually, and I'm using extension Genome. So I hope you just mentioned that. So I'm using Genome to just add the extensions and all, and because of that thing, it has this particular it has this particular feature over here. Sign in right now, and as soon as I signed in, then after signing in, I should be redirected to some other page, right? So whenever I'm signing in, what is happening after signing in inside auth.js, when the sign in gets done from here, so I'm redirected to the home page, and right now I'm not redirected. That's fine. In order to get that thing done, routes index.js, what is the home page right now? Home page is gonna be this. Am I authenticating the user? First of all, yeah, I'm simply checking whether request.user exists or not, and then I'm redirecting to the home page. Otherwise, I'm simply returning the response now. If the user does not exist, then redirect the user to the home page. Otherwise, render the index page, and the user information is going to be there. Okay, so what is the problem right now? Reload the page. I think database is not even connected yet, so that could be problematic thing. Sign in, password. Okay, strict localhost payload is going to be this. Okay, not really getting anything as such. Turns out that I will have to watch a proper video for this particular thing. Like, I even need to get the database connected. That is not even connected yet. So let's go through the next thing. What is the next thing there? The thing is simple, that my database is up and running. So if I actually send a request here, so I should be getting a response. So I'm actually sending a response in this particular route /login password, and once this thing is done, then I'm gonna be using one more thing. I'm gonna be redirecting the user, right? So success redirect to the home page. What is the home page right now? The home page is actually gonna be just like this. So this is the home page, and I'm redirecting over here if that is success. Otherwise, I'm failure will be login. So I think that's the failure, and that is why I'm redirected to the login page. Let's redirect to the user to the home page only, even if that's failure. So let's check this thing out, how it's gonna be going on. Sign in, and turns out nothing's happening. I mean, nothing is at all. Okay. I think I know the problem. The thing is that I'll have to restart my backend npm run dev. I'm not even sure whether this is the problem and all. So this passport thing, I need to have good command over it. I already have a video to watch, so I will even be getting this particular thing done. But today I will learn passport properly. I mean, it's been enough. Wow, it does work. So I'm redirected to the home page, and not only that, /login, just like this. Passport without connecting to the database, fine, even if it is not connected, but yeah, session stage, because as soon as I log in, this particular middleware runs, and when this particular middleware runs, it simply checks whether the user is logged in or not, and as per that thing, it actually redirects me. So if I just simply run it right now, so it will redirect me to the login page, because user is not going to be authenticated, right? That's the main reason. So if I click on this, I'm still on the login page because user is not authenticated. Got that. Let's say work on the which part, sign up part. So let's go through the documentation right now, and over here what they are mentioning, that next is sign out. How about the sign in part? Okay, how will I connect to the database? This is gonna be the logout part. Let's even implement this particular functionality. So inside auth.js I have to just simply use this /logout function, and request.logout will simply log out it, and I will be redirecting it to the home page. That's fine. Copy it, go to the auth page over here, and at the end of the day I will be just simply pasting it over here. Simple, easy peasy. Apart from this particular thing, and return the app where you should already sign in, sign out. Okay, you have a built app that allows the users to, you will add the sign up page. Let's work on this last functionality. So in the previous section, inside this I have to just simply copy and paste. Don't have to read a lot, just this is how directly I have to get the stuff done over here. So at the end of the day I will be adding a route for the adding the sign up thing and all. This should be inside /sign up, and I have to render the sign up page. That is fine, and that has to be inside auth.js only. And after that I'm gonna be just adding this particular form inside sign up. So let's even do that. So view sign up inside this particular thing over here. I have to just simply replace it with the current code that I got. After that, even one more thing, come on, over here where am I redirecting the user to /sign up, right? So the user will be signed up automatically, and method is gonna be post. Fine. What is the next thing that I can do? Then router.post sign up function. Finally add a route that will handle the form submission when the user clicks. So this is gonna be for handling the form submission. I first of all use crypto for creating the hashed password, and at the end of the day db run salt, and I simply enter all these things. Fine, this is understandable, not really a big deal. Come on here, I should be able to scroll. Seriously, just like this, Control C, Control Shift V, and I have to add this particular thing over here. This is gonna be for getting the sign up page, and this route is gonna be for actually adding the data in the database, just like this. Anything else that is remaining, and that is it. You have built a sign in sign out page. Amazing. Let's try this thing out. Overall things are clear, right? You don't really need to worry about many things. The only thing is that how will I connect my database over here? I don't think that's being connected right now, but first of all let's go to the sign up page, whether I'm getting the sign up page over here or not. So sign up page 404 not found, because I will have to restart it if I'm not wrong. So npm run, come on, npm start is gonna be enough for me, and let's reload the page right now. And I'm getting my sign up page, and from here if I just enter the information and sign up, failed to serialize users into session, failed to serialize session, that is right. What can I do if it actually fails? Reload the page. SQLite comes, constant unique constant failed user.username, sign up. SQLite payload preview. This is the response that I'm getting. I should be clicking on the network section that I have already clicked on. After that, response is gonna be this iterator preview and all. That's fine. What is the next thing that I can do? Reload the page. Not getting that. The data has already been sent, and then I'm getting this particular error. Sign up. Okay. In that case, what can I do? First of all, is the database connected? I'm not even sure about this one. And how is the data getting saved in the database? That is something I need to keep in mind. So db, this is the db that I'm getting. So if I click on the db.js over here, this is the URL for that, but turns out where.db.todos.db, where db todos db, make directory sync where db, and inside this I'm actually saving the data and all. Fine. Just a sec. Where I have my to-dos are getting open anyway. Text editor. Come on. And then I have my sessions. So sessions and everything is being saved over here directly, so I don't need to worry about connecting it to the database. That's fine. That means it should be working fine. Let's give it a try. For that particular thing, let's simply restart it. Overall application should be working. So let's give it a try right now. Just a sec. I'm gonna be entering a password, username, that's gonna be new user, password is gonna be new password. Sign up right now, and it is simply saying that failed to serialize. Why is this failing to serialize? Fail to serialize the user into session. Fail to serialize user into session. Okay. I was asked session.store.js 54 number line. Okay. The thing is that in here inside auth.js I added this serialization code because I was asked to add this over here. So when it comes to this particular code, whenever I try to, I think this does not need to be added here if I'm not wrong, so let's remove it. Rather let's close this. I need to add the serialization part just here apart from this particular thing, just like this. I think this is how it's done. Serialization part must be outside, not inside that. And if I try to do it right now, okay, let's start it again, and let's go to the home page. From here I can click on sign in, but I have to sign up first of all. So right now the new user password is gonna be, I even have to check the network that's going from here. Excuse me, let's continue. Password 123, sign up, and SQLite constraint, unique constraint failed user or username. It is simply saying that, bro, your name is not unique. Really? Oh, come on, what is this? Okay, never mind. But first of all, if I just check out the payload, that's new user and password 123. Preview is this, that it is simply telling me that unique constraint failed users.username. That is not unique. That means there is already some data. Okay, so let's search it again. Let's write new Vipendra over here. So VIPENDRA, and username is gonna be this, password is gonna be PASSWORD123. Let's make it 123. Sign up. Wow, amazing. Yeah, I did that. I never expected this thing to happen. This is the profile. I can click on the what needs to be done. Go and make food. Enter. This is done. I can select it. Amazing job. Lovely. Wow, yaar. One more time. Then done. Then active. I'm getting only this. Completed. I'm getting only this. All I'm getting this. I can even clear all of them. They are done. And I can create one more. Impressive job. I can even click on sign out and I'm signed out. Amazing. I've got the overall idea exactly how the things are working over here. The thing is that the most important things, you can just simply go through the documentation and just go. Initially I thought that the documentation is not good, but it is not like that. Things have actually been mentioned quite well. Over here you are just simply working with the login introduction and login prompt. I mean, you can skip them. From verify password, the things actually start. So first of all, you need password and local password, passport and local passport. Once you have them, they will mainly be used for local authentication and all. And after that, you need to create this particular, you need to use this particular first of all middleware, passport middleware, and over here you are using local strategy. You can customize it the way you want, but ultimately what is happening that whenever you will try to sign in, log in, at that time this will be called automatically, and your username and password will be sent to this particular strategy automatically, and on the basis of that thing you have to get the stuff done. You have to verify, you have to return the callback. If you return any error, that means the user is not verified, and if you don't return any error, just like this, callback is error is gonna be null and you are returning row from here, that means user is verified, and that's it. So from here you can verify the user whether the user is actually verified or not, and this is the method that you call. So whenever you will be sending a request to this particular route /login/password, and this is the method that you are calling passport.authenticate local and save redirects and all. This particular method automatically calls this particular middleware of passport, and then over here you automatically get the passport and username and password, authenticate the username, return the callback, you are good to go. No need to worry about anything. And then once you have made sure that user is authenticated, after that you have to even persist the session. For persisting the session, you will have to create you will have to get express session, and you will have to create a store, so just so that that is persisted. So first of all, you are getting the express session, and you are getting connect SQLite 3. Again, from here you will actually get the store. You can directly create the store, or you can get the store. Suppose if you are using MongoDB, so you will be getting the store from the Mongoose side. Over here suppose I'm using SQLite 3, so I'm using its store. It's completely optional the way you want, and then you have to just give this session to this particular thing. So ultimately you will get this store. Once you got the store, so you have to just use a middleware, and you have to give the session to that particular middleware, so that middleware is actually able to run your code and will persist the session. So again, secret can be anything, resave is gonna be false. Again, you can know more about it, but over here I'm actually providing the store in the sense, this is the store, this is the place. Actually over there you have to store the database related information and session related information. So I will be saving DB related information, I will be saving database related information over there. So store is just going to be used for that, and then I'm gonna be using another middleware that will be passport.authenticate and session. And only if you just do this much, it simply makes sure that session is working and all. So this middleware makes it working, and session will be used for authentication purposes and all, and that's it. And at the end you can just use it serialization and deserialization. It simply saves your data, and then whenever you get that, it simply gives you the data back and all. Having said that, you can go through dig deeper into it, but overall idea is this. Once all these things are done, that's it. You don't need to worry about anything. Lastly, you can sign out. For signing out, it directly provides you the method request.logout will log out, request.login will log in, request.authenticate will authenticate. So what else do you need to worry about it? I mean, seriously, I never expected from myself that I could do it, but I did it. Okay. Then there's this sign up page. Again, when you are signing up, at that time you have to run a method that is called over here request.login here. So if you just give request.login here, request.login simply makes you log in. So even if you are signing up and along with sign up you want to be logged in, so you can just run this particular method. You will be giving the user information, and that's it. Again, where will you get this user from? You are already saving the user in the database, right? So db this user. So this is the user that you are getting over here from the database itself. So you can just give it the user information, and it will if the user information is true, first of all it will make sure whether you are logged in or not, and if it is true, it will simply redirect you to the home page, and this is how it's done. Wow, I mean, seriously, wow, nothing could be better than this. Let's go through the documentation again. So right now I have checked exactly how the username password authentication works. Then I have to check sign in with the Google, exactly how this thing works and all. So first of all you have to clone it and all, that's fine. Should we do it? Redirect register app, but let's have an overall look. So cd tutorial, this fine. Then add sign in page. Then over here I'm just gonna be adding this login page. Login page will be shown. Once the login page is shown, I'm getting these things. Okay, this is just the simple thing, nothing hard in that. Let's continue. The main thing actually starts from here, redirected to Google. So first of all you need to install passport, and you need to install passport Google ODX. Again all these things I'm getting from documentation, so you have to just go through it. They have mentioned it well enough here. I thought they haven't mentioned properly, but I didn't know that yet. Okay, by the way, then what is the next thing? You are just simply importing passport first of all, and then you are importing Google strategy. For locally for using email and password, you need a local strategy. For using Google authentication, you need Google strategy. Again, you will get that strategy from here. You need your database. You can use any database, doesn't matter which database that is, it doesn't really make any difference. And after that you have to just router.get login federated Google passport authenticate Google. Now next, add route that will redirect the user when they click sign in with the sign in Google. Continuing with the route, just add the following code at line number 12/login. okay, slash login federate Google. This is just simply a path for the Google thing, so don't worry about it. It will, as soon as you click on that sign in button, it you will be redirected to this particular route, and when you are redirected here, this particular part will run. So passport.authenticate, it will be authenticating based on Google, so ultimately a Google page will open, as simple as that. And if I continue from here on, then register app. What am I doing over here? Wow, previous section you added a route which redirects to the Google sign in this section you will register the app with Google so that it can make use of Google APIs. Go to Google platform, you can get the API from here, as simple as that. You get two things from this Google console platform. You get API and API secret and API key. API secret and API key, they are going to be used. Then you have to configure the strategy, touch env. Again, ID you have to mention over here, secret you have to mention over here, that's fine. And then password.use this this will automatically run. So whenever you are trying to sign in, like as soon as you clicked on sign in with Google, so ultimately this particular part ran, this particular passport.authenticate Google ran. It will make sure that ultimately this code is running, this particular middleware is running, and over there you will get the ID and password if you already have them. Then what is happening over here? First of all, db select, just a sec, passport.use new Google strategy. It will run client ID I have, client secret I have, callback URL I have, scope I have. Once I have these things, then I will be getting the data from Google side, because I'm using Google for authentication. So I will be getting the issuer in the sense Google's information, and I will be getting my own profile. Once I got my profile, so I can just save the information in my database. Once I save the information in my database, that's it. I can just simply return the callback from here. It is just like that. First of all, I got the information, just a sec. DB get select everything from federate credentials, where provider is gonna be this, subject is gonna be this. Again, this is the federate credentials is a table that I have created in my database, so don't worry about this. And I'm getting the data based on provider and based on subject. This will automatically be created, so don't worry about it. But yeah, federated credentials, you can name it better, it does not need to be federated credentials. And then you are giving the issuer, that is the provider, and you are giving the profile ID. You will get the data information from your database. And but the question is, I got this information from Google side when I started signing in, but there is high chance that even if I try to get the information, the user does not exist in my database, and that is why I'm gonna be doing two things over here. If I got the information, if there is no error, in that case that means the user is already exists, so I will be returning from here, returning the callback. If there is error, that means the user does not exist, if I'm not wrong. Let's see what's gonna be going on. So if there is any error, db return callback error, I will be just simply returning the error. And if there is not row, which means the user does not exist, if the user does not exist, then I'm gonna be inserting the data in the database based on the data that actually I got from the Google side. So db insert, I will be inserting in the name and the user's name and value. So I'm just gonna be inserting my name, and I will be getting my name from profile.display name. Again, this name I'm getting from the Google side. And if there's any error, I will be returning. If there's no error, then insert into federated credentials. What am I gonna be inserting? User ID, provider, subject, and that's it. So you are inserting the values over here. If the user does not exist, in that case I'm actually creating the user. If user does exist, in that case I'm just simply selecting the user information and simply returning the callback. Kya baat hai? I mean, never expected this thing to be so easy. I mean, it's not difficult. That means next time onwards, if I have to use passport as an authentication library, I can simply use that. Things have been actually described here well. Okay, then what is the next thing that I have to focus on? Configure strategy is done. Strategy will be used to just configure the things and all. Strategy will even save your data in the database. You will be just configuring everything. You will get the data from the Google side. Then you have to check whether the user exists in the database or not. If user does not exist, create a new user. If user does exist, return the callback directly. As simple as that. Maintain state. Let's check this thing out. Maintain state, for maintaining the state you will be using expression connect SQL. Okay, you can use any store. Right now I am using SQLite 3. First of all, you need a session will make sure that your authentication session is persisted across all the pages. It's just like that. And you are getting the express session first of all, then you will create the SQL store. Again, you can create Postgres store, if I'm not wrong. You can definitely create Mongoose store. Let me show you that. If you are using Mongoose, so Mongoose store are not like that. Yeah, how to store? No. What could be the name? Mongoose store for session, just like this, session management. And MongoDB India, Mongoose. There was an npm package. Can't I find that? I did use it, yeah. Mongoose npm session npm. I hope it will be able to find that. I used it long time ago, a year ago, but it does not mean that I didn't remember that. Connect to Mongoose session. Let's simply go through it. And does it provide me the store? And guess what? It does provide you the store. So you have to just simply give you your URI and the collection name. It will create the store. Store in the sense, this is where your session related information is going to be saved. And then store.on, you can just simply turn it on, and that's it. You can express session, secret, cookie, store, and that's it. Overall things are same. Doesn't matter which store you are using. If you are using MongoDB, so you will be using MongoDB store, and the remaining things are gonna be the same. And store will be used for storing the data. Simple. And if there are any errors, you can catch the errors. Otherwise, secret is gonna be this, cookie is gonna be this, store inside this. I'm just simply providing the store. Which is the store? This is the store that I'm actually creating over here. What is this taking? This taking is just simply the URL of your database. And then collection name. So I'm simply saying that my sessions over here, my session related information is going to be saved. And again, I'm getting this store from connect a MongoDB session, and inside that I'm actually giving it the express session, just exactly the way I've been doing over here. I've been doing the same thing, right? So first of all, I got my express session. Once I got my express session, then I got a connect SQLite 3 session, and then I'm giving it the session, right? The same thing I'm doing over here as well. Exactly the same thing is happening. And then I got MongoDB store, and then I'm just repeating the same thing. Once the things are repeated, that's it. You don't need to worry about it. AppDOS session. Again, you need to use this particular middleware at the end of the day, so that it actually starts using that session, and it actually uses that particular store to save the session information. Wow, things are interesting. I love them. Especially if you start understanding the things, exactly how the things work and all. So yeah, it feels amazing. चलो भाई इतना तो हो गया. After that, what am I doing? This session related information thing has been done. What is the next thing that is there? Maintain state done, configure strategy, register app. When redirected to Google, first of all you will be redirecting, then you will be registering the app in the sense, what have I been doing over here? Okay, register the app in the sense you have to go to the Google platform cloud and get the API and all. Configure strategy, you will be configuring the strategy. Maintain the state, you will be using session for maintaining the state. Redirect back to the app, and OAuth redirect Google, and OAuth redirect Google. Password authenticate this. Okay, this is gonna be redirect back to app. Fine, I need to be redirected from there, that is true. But the thing is that when I'm maintaining the state, and at that time, not even when I'm maintaining the state, when I'm configuring the strategy, and when it is clear that user is right, that means so callback URL is this. Look, everything is connected, right? Inside Google strategy, you are providing the callback URL. OAuth redirect Google. It will redirect you here. It will redirect you here in this particular route. And once you are redirected to this particular route, you are simply saying that if success redirect is true, first of all, it will authenticate. Passport.authenticate Google. It will authenticate whether you've been authenticated from the Google side. How will it authenticate? You have already saved the information in the session in any store, whichever store you like, and it will just simply authenticate based on that particular store, and it will either redirect you to the home page or redirect you to the login page in case of any error and all failure. And that's it, done. And lastly, you have established session. What does this do? Passport, AppDOS session, keyboard key, SQLite, you are just simply using that over here. Fine. Serialize and deserialization. This is something that will be used in all the cases. And congratulations, you are done. Then you can use something called request.logout, or yeah, request.logout, and you will be logged out. Wow, amazing. Having said that, it's not like I will not watch the video. I have videos of Angela ma'am on Udemy. So I will be going through that course as well, but overall idea I got that. So in further coming days I will be creating actually an application where I'm actually using just passport, and that application could be what, application could be a chat application. So I will be I'm gonna be using WebSocket for that, and yeah, that would be a great thing. So the simple thing is gonna be that I will be using I will be creating a chat application using Sapajou, that is the library, and I will be using Next.js on top. Next.js, if I'm using Next.js, then I should be using Next.auth and BetterAuth. So I will be using Next.js, but only for the front-end purpose. I will create Express backend separately, and then I will manage these two things. Okay, this is the plan. Definitely I will work on it. So this thing is actually done. What is the next thing? If I go through the documentation right now, username is done, sign in is done. Similarly, sign in with Facebook, email, magic link, OAuth integration. Overall things are done. I will be knowing more about them, but things are done. I can use sign up with Google, OAuth integration. How does this work? It will take time to just simply go through all those things, but okay. Introduction, create app, configure strategy. How am I gonna be configuring this strategy? OAuth domain, client ID, secret, open ID connector, OAuth, passport, open ID connector. Things are same. You are just simply configuring everything. So app routes, but I don't know about OAuth properly. Actually, I've never even had any connection with that. So I better know more about OAuth, and then I will be knowing. Things are exactly same. What do? You just use your ID and secret. With the help of that, you send a request to that particular OAuth or Google or Facebook or GitHub. That simply send you back the information from the database. Then you use that information to check whether the user exists in the database, in your database or not. If the user exists, you just simply return the callback and redirect the user to the particular page. If the user does not exist, you will be creating the user. Not only that, just after that you will be creating a session. In the session you will be just storing the session information of the user, because as soon as you click enter request.login, the user will be logged in. Simple, easy peasy. The session establishing session is where will this be used? This will be used in any application, express application that you are working with. So if you are actually if you are working on a backend, either you can write a authentication part on your own, or you can actually use this this particular passport. And if you are just using username and password, then you can just simply go through this particular section. If you are integrating Google as well, like sign in with Google, so you can go with this. And the way sign in with Google works, the same way sign in with Facebook works, GitHub works. You can just simply go ahead with that. It's just like that. I learned about it a year ago or something, and now fortunately I got the chance of going through it again. Amazing. Alrighty, what is the next thing that I can do? By the way, this is the simple application. Over here I'm just simply using to do. Again, not only that, they are just guiding you with each and everything. They're simply telling that follow my documentation, your app will be created. So this app I created just using the documentation. So to do helps you. If you just click on sign in, you can just sign in with your username and password. If you are logged in, password 123, sign in. It's wrong actually, so let's sign up first of all. And for signing up, I hope that is running right now. Is that running? Yeah, that's running. In that case I should be able to sign up. So let's sign up with this name and password 123, sign up. Okay, the user should be unique, so let's make it Vipendra1, and password 123, sign up. Now I've been signed up. Let's sign out from here and let's check whether I can sign in again or not. So VIPENDRA Vipendra, let's enter the password 123, sign in. Okay, that's wrong, never mind. Let's use Vipendra1, the one that I just used right now. PASSWORD 123, sign in. Okay, I've been signed in right now, and I can create my to-dos over here. So I go to Gmail, enter it. It's been created. Dance with me. One more is created right here. You can just even mark it done. You can even just remove it from here, just like this. And not only that, you can create one more. And again, this to-do thing I haven't created. I haven't created the business logic and all. I was just focusing on the what part? The authentication part. Remaining things, the remaining code were already given by the documentation. You can have a look at it. Even you can just filter them like this, and you can even clear all the things. As simple as that. If you follow this documentation, this username and password, this to-do app will be created automatically. Just follow each and everything that they are asking you to do, and it will be done. Wow. What is the next thing? Passport. I do have a video to watch actually. I'm gonna be watching the video in order to have a deeper understanding exactly how the things work and all. Come on, why am I entering my name? Good to me. I do need to do it, but maybe I will be doing it tomorrow. Overall idea I got that. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna be going on. Exactly how I can integrate it in one of my projects. In order, what the hell? Unstoppable recorder. Maybe in this particular course I have that particular video. Alrighty. So that was yeah, these are the videos that I actually have to watch. So there is content of around 2 hours and 56 minutes. I can do it really quick. That's not a big problem because there are lots of sources and all. I went through the same content a year ago, but 1.5 years ago. But at that time I had no idea. I didn't have much idea about the authentication and all. Right now I have them, so I will be going through them, and then let's see how the result is going to be. By the way, it's 11:22 right now, so I will be just taking a break? No break. I have to go somewhere. That's crazy. Why do we even have to go? Let's do one thing. Finish the app, let users submit secret certificate from Angela. OAuth. They are talking about OAuth as well. Sign in. Okay, OAuth and zero auth. There is a difference between them, right? I mean, if I just click on documentation over here, I'm getting OAuth 0 integration and sign in with Google. So sign in with Google is the OAuth. OAuth 0 is different. And what is the difference between them? OAuth versus Auth 0. OAuth is an authorization protocol, a set of rules of granting limited access to resources, while Auth 0 is a comprehensive cloud-based identity management platform that implements and builds upon protocols like OAuth 2.0 to provide services like single sign-on, SSO, social logins, and multi-factor authentication (MFA) for application. Think of OAuth as the standardized language for permission, and Auth 0 is a full featured service provider that speaks the language. Okay, so it just simply gives you the information and you can just use it. And when it comes to like adding more and more features, at that time OAuth 0 is going to be used over there. Fine, by the way, I need to know more about it, that is for sure, but that will be done later. First of all, I have to go through this. I will be learning about OAuth only, not Auth 0, but yeah, why not? As for the remaining things, I'm happy that now I'm understanding the things. I can go through the documentation and I can understand the stuff and all. For now, I will be playing the music in the background actually. Why am I taking my gloves off? I will be playing the music in the background because I will be going through these videos. Let's have a plan. I will be just going through them, through all of them today itself, and I will be getting them done. So at least passport thing will be done, and then I have to even make some of the projects and all. So let's get it done. Let me play the music in the background. Sorry for that, because of course when I'm learning at that time I have to play the music. And the another thing is that you can still have a look at the code that I'm writing, but there can be a lot of delay. You may get busy doing your work as well. It's completely your choice if you want to be here or just get busy doing your work. Having said that, if you are still here, then do join the WhatsApp group and text me over there. I would love to know about you and all. So after joining the WhatsApp group, just text me over there. My name is Vipendra, so using my name, you can just simply text me, and I hope to catch up with you soon, directly in offline, and we could talk and all about the things that you are working with. Alrighty then, see you soon.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them. To see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Alright everybody, actually I have to go somewhere, so I should be calling it right here. The thing is that over here I need to create proper database for that. I wish there was a way, but I haven't even created a schema, so can't even directly make that. So kind of there is no model right now. This is the only thing that I have created, and I even had to create the database, the table itself, database itself, the secrets database. Inside that, then I need to have those particular tables and all. So yeah, this is how it's gonna be going on, but those things are gonna be done very soon, not especially right now because I have to go ahead. Again, things are simple. The thing is that I need to know more about sessions and all. The thing is that simple in a nutshell, that we can directly save cookies in our clients on our client side, right? So using cookies we can just simply get this session related thing done. So why are we even using express session over there? These are the doubts that I actually have. So what is the use of using express session? Okay, if we are using express session, that is fine, and then the express session will do only one thing, right? It will make the data be saved on the client side, and the data will be saved on the website itself. And if we want to save the data on any store, and also we will have to configure the store manually. But as for this one, it simply saves the data with the help of the secret. So if I'm not wrong, it simply makes your cookie encrypted or something, if I'm not wrong. I have to know more about it, because before it I have just used cookies, and using cookies I got the authentication done. So how is this gonna be working? At that time when I actually used the cookie, so the cookie was saved on the client side, and then I actually just directly sent the cookie with the request, and then got the response, and I had to, yeah, it was being done that way. So what is the use of using this express session over here? Maybe it makes it more secure or something. I'll have to dig deeper. Let me ask it right now and then I will leave. The question is this, that just wanna talk right now. This one. If a cookie can directly be saved on the client side, and then we can send the cookie with the request, what is the use of using express session over there?
On the client side, but using an express session helps manage server-side state, like keeping track of user logins, data, or security details, which cookies alone can't handle easily. It's about balancing security and simplicity.
Okay, that simply means that if I'm just simply saving the cookie on the client side, then I will have to manage a state as well. State in the sense I will have to, with the help of that cookie, I mean I will have to store a token as well in the cookie section. So using that token, I will be able to check whether the user is logged in or not, or I will have to make a request to the database to check that. And if I'm using express session, so this can be done directly, right?
Exactly. With express sessions, the session data is stored server-side, so you don't have to check the database every time, just the session store. That makes it faster and more secure.
Amazing. So that simply means that so far, even I worked on React application, so over there what I was doing, that I was actually making a request to the database to check whether the user actually logged in or not. And then when I'm actually working with the express express backend, at that time I can use express session, and that will actually, with the passport of course. So express session doesn't work alone, it does work with passport if I'm not wrong, and then we can get the session state anytime. Is that so?
Exactly. Express session works with passport to manage the user's session state server side, so you can check it anytime without hitting the database each time.
Alrighty, so that is there any way that express session works alone, or it just simply works with passport only, so that it can maintain the state using passport and all?
Express session can work on its own too. It's not strictly tied to passport. It simply stores session data, which you can use with or without authentication strategies like passport.
So okay, that means it can work on its own, and then we can store the data in the using express session, right?
Yes, exactly. You can store data in the session using express session alone, even without passport. It's flexible that way.
Well, good to know that. First of all, I will go with Express, and then let's see what's gonna. I mean Passport, and then let's see what's gonna happen. But good to know that we can save the cookies on the client side directly, but we will not be able to authenticate the user. And for that thing, we use Express session so that we can easily get the state of the user, whether the user is logged in or not, right?
Exactly. Express session helps you track the user's authentication state on the server, so you can check if they're logged in without relying solely on client-side cookies.
Just a sec, hang on. Express session checks the state on the server side, right?
Yes, that's correct. Express session stores the session data on the server side, so it checks the state there rather than on the client side.
So that means if I'm directly using cookies and I'm sending the cookie with the help with the request that I'm sending to the server, so in that way I can use a middleware and I can authenticate the cookie, like I can decode the cookie token that I actually get. So that way it will work. So what is the use of Express session then?
Good question. Express session helps by storing session data on the server, which adds an extra layer of security, reduces the need to decode tokens repeatedly, and keeps sensitive data off the client side. It's more efficient for server-side state management.
That simply means that if I'm using Express session, at that time I don't have to create a cookie JWT token. I don't even have to worry about sending the token here and there. Express session will do the job.
Exactly. With Express session, the server handles the session state, so you won't need to manually send tokens back and forth. It simplifies the process.
That simply means that as soon as user is logged in, the cookie gets saved on the server side, and then whenever I send any request, the request goes to that particular session and checks whether the user is logged in or not.
Exactly. The session details on the server will confirm whether the user is logged in whenever a request comes in. It simplifies the process.
That simply means that I don't need to send the cookie. I don't even need to save the cookie. So kind of I don't need to generate the JWT token. I don't need to send the cookie. I mean save the cookie in the response, send the cookie in the response, and save it on the client side. And I don't even have to send it back.
Exactly. With Express session, the server manages the session behind the scenes, without needing the client to repeatedly send cookies or tokens. This keeps it simpler and more secure in some cases.
Wow. Amazing, by the way. Glad to know that. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be catching up soon.
You're welcome. Glad it helped. Feel free to reach out anytime. Take care.
Alright everybody, so now I know the region too. So this is amazing actually, taking the help of AI, knowing the more things. I never even thought of this thing that sessions are used this way. So far I have been actually sending the cookies on the client side. It's like my unknowingness. I agree with that, but I'm really excited to learn more things, exactly how not to create a JWT token. So far I have been doing everything manually. I've been creating JWT token, I've been even saving it in the cookies, then removing it from there and all. So many things have been happening so far. But this time I'm gonna be using a session, and that session will take care of everything. Not only that, I can use the same session with the passport and all. It will simplify things. Wow. That is why people say that learn the basic things first of all, learn to do how the authentication actually works manually, and then the next time when you learn about session, and then you will say, oh my god, now this will do my job and I won't have to do that. So this is the benefit of learning that. I'm really excited to just learn more about it, but unfortunately I'll have to just go somewhere, and then I'll be back within an hour or something, and then I'll continue from here on. Having said that, we are learning about beta auth, we are learning about next auth, we are learning about passport, even I have to learn about clerk. So in further coming a couple of weeks, in a week only, I will be done with the authentication, and I will be able to authenticate anything easily, and then I will start working on the projects and all. Already I have a plan. I have to build a chat system with using Passport, Node.js, and maybe Next.js just for the front-end purpose, because I will be using Express backend for that, and maybe I can actually use Turbo Repo over there. So that is gonna be the combination of so many things. That will be great. By the way, I'm gonna be catching up soon. Take care and see ya.